Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, thank you all for joining us. It is February 15th, 2023. And I was thinking about that earlier, and it has been 10 years to the day that I started my protocol. And I am just so amazed that, 10 years ago, I was on a lot of medications. And if it hadn't been for calling into your show, Dr. Wallach, and talking to you and Dr. Gluten and Ben Fuchs and getting a protocol to get off of all of those prescription medications and drugs, I'd say drugs, I would not be where I am today. And I just want to say how grateful I am. And I'm not where I want to be yet, but we are all on a journey. And I'm so grateful. I'd like to introduce to you all tonight, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Thank you so very much. And thank you for making this information available to a great following that you have. And we expect this will go on forever and ever and ever. I want to show a little 2-minute video part of my lecture I gave about 12 years ago to a group when I was doing, meetings in just about every city in the United States. Let's see if I can get this correct here. It's a little video. See if I can do it. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. So just a 2-minute little video.
Disease starts in the intestine because you need nutrients, but if you're eating gluten, you cannot absorb them because you're damaging your intestine. If your ability to absorb drops down below 3%, no matter how much supplements you're taking, it's all going out in the toilet. So part of the deal is, for 100 years, the medical system has been telling everybody, eat more whole grains, are good for you. They're dead because of gluten. Wheat, barley, rye, oats. Wheat, barley, rye, oats. Okay. Now, what was the breakfast of champions? Wheaties. Why do you think all the athletes die so young? Wheaties. What about the Quaker oats? Getting a picture? Okay, now you got to get rid of all that. Pancakes, waffles. You have to live like an Asian, live on rice and sweet potatoes and vegetables and fish and poultry and red meat's fine, but you can't have wheat, barley, rye, and oats. You can't eat the European grains. If you like beer, that's fine, but you got to drink Japanese, Korean, and Chinese beer because they're made from rice. All the European and American beers are made from wheat. This is drop dead serious problem. We're killing our kids by giving them all these grains. Vegetarians kill more people now than communists.
That was about 12 years ago, one of my lectures. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about today, my newest book just came out yesterday. It's a second edition of the Wallach Revolution. The Wallach Revolution. And it goes into 600 different diseases, and so many diseases we've gotten rid of, and people just, oh, okay, big deal, got rid of it, and they don't realize that almost all the birth defects we used to have are gone now, because Jonathan Ebord and I, just on that one subject, we did 8 lawsuits against the FDA in federal court to get to put these nutrients into baby formula, Similac and Enfamil and the like, and you don't hear about cystic fibrosis anymore. I found the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis in a monkey who was supposed to go to space, and they fired me when I said it wasn't genetic. Okay, that's when I went back to school and became a physician. Okay, and then let's see here. We also have, let's see here. We talk about all these things that we're talking about here are very, very simple things. We're talking about gluten. Okay. Very, very bad. You want to eat like an Asian. And then, of course, we have things like high blood pressure. Very simple disease, but doctors want to put you on drugs when we have all kinds of deals to make your kidneys happy, your heart happy, so you have normal blood pressure. Type 2 diabetes makes up 98% of the diabetic population. And type 2 diabetes is a very simple nutritional deficiency. I don't care if you've had it for 25 years, we can get rid of it in a couple of weeks. Very simple disease. But doctors are taught to give you insulin injections, okay, to lower your blood sugar. Well, that's treating the symptoms as opposed to getting to treat the disease, which is a deficiency of these nutrients. We have sweeties. If you add it to the healthy start pack, you get the healthy blood sugar pack, okay? And of course, if you're taking the healthy brain and heart pack, because you have 5 or 6 or 8 different things going on there, you can add the sweeties to it if you have diabetes also. Type 1 diabetes is a birth defect, but it's not genetic. It's actually due to mama missing nutrients when the cells in the islets of Langerhans of the pancreas of the embryo are forming, okay, to make insulin. And so the baby can't make enough insulin. The baby's using the mother's insulin during pregnancy, but when the baby's born, they're in trouble because they don't have access to mother's insulin anymore. And let's say they have 20% of their cells in their pancreas dead, not making insulin anymore. And so because the mother was missing stuff during early pregnancy when those cells were forming, okay, and we can get them going on a program here with the our kids toddy, throw in some sweeties and that kind of stuff, and many of them will be cured. Okay, don't cold turkey off of the medication. What you have to do is to check their sugar on a regular basis, and as the blood sugar drops, you can lower the medication. Type 2 diabetes is very easy to prevent, very easy to get rid of if you have it. Okay, and we're talking about arthritis, very easy arthritis to get rid of, to prevent. And of course, that's one of the things that we go into on this book. You can prevent these diseases and never have to deal with them. But if you get diagnosed with them, we're talking about Alzheimer's disease, MS, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease. We're talking about demyelinization, which is the white matter of the brain going away. And the white matter of the brain and spinal cord is cholesterol. We have I-26. You can take 3 of those at lunchtime, 2 or 3 of them at lunchtime, depending on your body weight. It says right on the bottle that one of them will give you 25% of your daily requirement of cholesterol. Cholesterol makes up 25% of your brain weight, 25% of your spinal cord weight. And much of the advice that doctors give you about cholesterol is incorrect. Cholesterol does not clog your arteries. That's not true. That was a big mistake they made 100 years ago. What clogs your arteries is eating fried foods. Now we have my book, okay, the good food, bad food list in the book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. There's recipes in there. There's 300 pages of recipes so that you don't have to eat all the bad stuff. You'll save an enormous amount of money. So that book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods, should be a priority. And then, of course, now the, Wallach Revolution. And what I say is that there's very important things here. There's 2 people, Pat Boone and Danny Glover, okay, are both significant contributors to the information in this book. And we're talking about 600 different diseases, okay, that you can prevent and reverse by just supplementing and changing your diet, getting rid of the bad stuff. This book, everybody should have at least one in the household, okay? And so they just arrived yesterday. Okay, they're available. And if you buy 10 of them, I'm already having people buying 10 of them. If you buy 10 of them, you pay the wholesale price instead of the retail price. And they make great gifts, okay, for people, even if they're not going to be a Youngevity distributor, okay? People need to have this. And of course, it goes along with the book, It's All in Your Head, and the CD, It's All in Your Head. If you want CDs to go along with the Wallach Revolution, you want to get a hold of the CDs, Dead Doctors Don't Lie in 9 languages, and Hell's Kitchen, the book also. And of course, this is my favorite picture, okay, which I took. Normal skull, 1/4 inch thick. Osteoporosis of the skull, 1.5 inches or 2 inches thick. You can see where we'd be squeezing the 12 pairs of cranial nerves and the spinal cord. And these are the sort of things you're going to learn about in detail in this book, okay, the Wallach Revolution. And what should I say? This is the 2nd edition. This is considerably increased in volume and amount of information, and from over the first one. And the first one was written by a committee of doctors and lawyers and scientists of all kinds. And they were the primary authors of the original book, okay? And it was kind of a surprise to me that they did that, because they were kind of tracking me and looking at everything that we were doing with nutrition. And so now this is the second edition, which we added so much of my personal research and everything to this. Oh my gosh. Just think of all the diseases we've gotten rid of. Just think of all the years we've added to people's lives. And don't forget the book, Wallach Street for Kids. Get them to learn how to run their business, whether a Boy Scout, a Cub Scout, a Girl Scout, Brownie, 4-Hers. Let's see here, Future Farmers of America, people who are in the military. Let's get going here. Get this book, and we're in the process of making a CD that's very special for this book. But in the meantime, the CDs from Hell's Kitchen, the CDs from Epigenetics, the CDs from Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and we can save America. We can save America. We can add 25 to 50 healthy years to everybody's life. We can save them an enormous amount of unnecessary misery. We can save them an enormous amount of money. Okay. And so with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Pam and Dave if they have any questions.
Well, I want to thank you so much for that information, Dr. Wallach. And with our recent things happening down over there in Ohio, which we were talking about a little bit earlier, if you could elaborate on what those people can do from that train track situation.
Okay, well, when you have a pollution problem like that, you need to do cleansing and things like that. And of course, we have the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. We have the Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods, all that kind of stuff. And then we have I like the I-26. Okay, and it tells you right there on the label what's in it, including your 25% of your daily requirement of cholesterol. No other company, no other product in the market has a label like that. This provides 25% of your daily requirement of cholesterol. Okay, and so basically, when it comes to detoxifying, this has to do with everything from de-stress to more selenium, colloidal silver, those kinds of things. And we have to know a little bit more about what chemicals are dealing with, but get a hair analysis on all those people in that area, okay? And it'll talk about the hair analysis will give us information on toxic minerals, as well as nutritional minerals, and see if they're absorbing and all this kind of stuff. Very useful information, and it's tax deductible if they are a Youngevity associate. It's a tax deduction, or okay, because it's a part of being healthy, because they have to be healthy if they're going to show health so they can help other people with their health. And of course, they're paying for their own healthcare program for buying the products for their healthcare. And so it is a tax deductible test, the hair analysis. The book, Rare Earthman Cures, chapters 10 and 11, page 272 is where it starts. Tells you how to collect the hair, how to package it, where to ship it. And we don't charge anything for helping you to interpret the results. When you get the results, contact us and we'll help you walk through that hair analysis and give you all the details you need to know to get the maximum benefit from that information.
Great.
Okay.
Information. Thank you so much, Doc. Do we have anybody in the waiting room with a question?
Yeah, we do.
Go ahead.
Okay, my husband was diagnosed with IPF, which is pulmonary fibrosis of the lungs, due to taking methotrexate for the past 20 years. His oxygen level stays at 93 to 95, no shortness of breath, unless he's walking outside in super cold weather. He has a really deep cough due to the fibrosis. And we had COVID this past June, and after the COVID passed, he has tiredness. I'd say a lot of the time.
How much does he weigh and how old is he?
Okay, he's 5'10". Oh, your weight? He's 225 and he's 71.
Okay, you started to tell me how tall he was?
5'10" and a half.
Okay, all right. And then, let's see here, does he have any other issues? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
No diabetes.
How many times a night does he wake up to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times?
This depends. Normally it's 3, but if I drink some tea, which I like hot tea with honey, it makes me go like 5 times a night. So
Okay, so
I
3 to
try
5 times, 3 to 5 times a night to urinate. Do you have any ringing in your ears, any tinnitus or ringing or buzzing in your ears?
No,
Okay. Do you have any dizziness, vertigo, or balance problems?
no. Well, in a way I do. I tend to want to fall forward, but it's not
Okay.
a real serious thing.
Well, it doesn't
See, that's
matter. The
right.
answer is yes. Okay, the
Yeah.
answer is yes. You have a little balance issue. Okay. And then, let's see here. Has your voice changed any? Do you have any difficulty in swallowing? Have you lost your sense of taste? Anything like that?
No,
Okay. Let's see here. Do you have any irregular heartbeat, atrial fibrillation or tachycardia, fast heart rate, bradycardia, slow heart rate, anything like that?
No.
no,
Okay. No diabetes.
no,
Okay. And let's see here. Do you have any headaches behind your eyes, on the side of your temples, or anything like that?
no.
Okay, good.
Headaches is very rare.
I'm sorry, say again?
I said headaches is very rare.
Okay,
I might have headache every 2 or 3 years and it goes away.
okay. Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
He's bald.
flesh tone.
So you have, the hairs, you're bald.
Yeah.
Okay,
Skinhead.
so, okay, so do you have any mustache or beard that's white, gray, or silver?
Yes, he does. Mustache.
Okay. Okay, well, here we go. You need to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat and butter, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go. Okay. And then, of course, carbonated water has to go because it neutralizes stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. Again, at your body weight, I want you to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I do that, and I only weigh 142 pounds. Okay. There's 215 nutrients in each one of those packs. Okay. I also want you to take, let's see here, let's see here. Oh, I want you to take our MSM, take 3 of those 3 times a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month of the MSM. They're going to support and promote maintenance, repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes bone itself. And because you could have problems with your skull, squeezing your spinal cord, okay, which has an impact on your lungs, okay? And so also, it's one of those things where you have, again, things going on in your lungs because your skull is squeezing the spinal cord. Your skull is squeezing your spinal cord, causing you to get up at night to urinate. It's telling your urinary bladder to urinate. This happens a lot in women. And I know it's not a prostate problem because women don't have prostate glands, right? Okay. And so I also want you to take our hair, skin, and nails, get 2 bottles a month. They're small bottles, hair, skin, and nails. Take 3 of those twice a day. I have people who were bald for 40, 50 years, and they grew their hair back. And it's designed to also help people regain their hair color because hair color loss is not due to aging. It's due to nutritional deficiency. It's kind of like the red warning light in the dashboard of your car. And if you have white hairs over here, you're at high risk of strokes and blood clots and aneurysms and all kinds of things which are caused by the same deficiency that causes the loss of hair color. Okay. So let's see, we also have Oxybody. You can go ahead and take Oxybody. Go ahead and take an ounce of that twice a day, give you some more oxygen. So you don't have to, carry around a backpack with a pump and all that kind of stuff. Take an ounce of Oxybody twice a day. And then also, I want you to take our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And so that's to support healthy blood flow through the arteries and veins in your brain, your heart, your lungs. Okay. And so everything's going to work better for you. Excuse me. Let's go there. And then, call us every couple of weeks and, bring us up to date. But don't forget that hair, skin, and nails. You're going to see a big benefit, including improved lung function. Okay. But don't forget the 2 health, brain, and heart packs. Don't forget collagen peptides, 2 canisters of that per month. So you can take a scoop of that with your morning drink, scoop with your evening drink. That's going to help you with your immune system, which is your bone marrow, making white blood cells and antibodies and red blood cells and platelets and all that kind of stuff. Very important. Okay. And don't forget the new book, The Wallach Revolution. There's information in there that can also help you with lung and heart issues.
Okay, he also has gout, and he takes allopurinol for that.
I'm sorry, what's he taking for what?
He takes allopurinol for gout.
For gas.
Gout. G-O-U-T, gout.
G-O-U-T,
Sorry,
gout?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, well, he needs we call our gallbladder in a bottle. It's called our gallbladder in a bottle. It's our ultimate enzyme. Go ahead and take 2 or 3 of those, say 10 minutes before each meal, with a couple ounces of water. It's called the gallbladder in a bottle. It helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and so forth. And of course, it helps reduce the risk of stroke and all that kind of stuff as well. All right. And so I think that covers the waterfront there. That's going to give you, don't forget the rebounder, a sports drink with 100 nutrients in it. Our sports drink with 100 nutrients in it has 75 minerals and 25 vitamins, amino acids. Red Bull, which is the most popular drink according to sales in the market, only has 1 mineral, magnesium. We have 75 minerals, including magnesium. And why did they just pick magnesium? Well, I think they went after Bruce Lee's formula, but he died at age 32 in 1973 from a heart attack because he was only supplementing with 1 mineral, magnesium. Okay, that didn't work out well. And so you have to be, using a heavy hammer here, because when you have stuff going on with your lung and your heart and that kind of stuff, this is not good. Okay, so there's a potential bad outcome here. So you need to jump on this fast. Take the things that are necessary here, avoid all the bad stuff so you can maximize absorption and utilization. And we'll go from there. Okay, but don't forget the rebound.
Yeah.
A big guy like you, I only weigh, let's say 142 pounds, but I take 2 doses of rebound a day. Comes in the sticks. There's no carbonation in the sticks. It has 100 nutrients in it. The canister, it has 36 servings in the canister. Okay, there's no carbonation in that. Okay, we have the cans, 12-ounce cans, and the 12-ounce cans have, let's see here, 100 nutrients in it, but they have the carbonation. So I'll pop the tops on 2 of them the night before I go to bed from the refrigerator. They're flat in the morning. All the bubbly's gone. I can have one with breakfast, one with lunch, or maybe 2 hours after lunch. I wouldn't take them after 6 o'clock because you might stay up all night. And we do have a 3 CD set, which might be interesting to you. CD number 1. The title is let's see here. There's a new bull in town to replace Red Bull. We're going up against Red Bull. Okay, there's a new bull in town, and CD number 1 is Dead Athletes Don't Lie, like dead doctors don't lie. CD number 2 is exercise without supplementation of suicide. People say, well, yeah, I exercise 3 times a day and I drink lots of water to rehydrate. Well, how many minerals do you take? Well, no, I just drink water. Okay, well, you're going to die early because exercise without supplementation of suicide. When you sweat, you're sweating out a soup. Your sweat is not just water. Your sweat is soup. It contains all the minerals that are floating around in your blood. And if you're sweating them all out and you're not replacing them, you're in trouble. Exercise without supplementation of suicide. The life expectancy of professional athletes, university athletes, and Olympic athletes is 56.3. The third CD in here is what kills billionaires. The average lifespan for a billionaire in America is 66.7. And that's because they hire very, very expensive trainers to teach them how to exercise, but they don't take any supplements. Well, I spend $200 a meal every night. I spend $200 for a meal. What do I need to take supplements for? I'm eating very well. Well, you're going to die early, and they do. They die 9 years before the average American, whose life expectancy is 75. So that's where I'd go with that. So I hope that answers your questions.
Well, I'm glad that this is being taped. so I can, go back on it. Yeah, it's, it's a lot to understand. So yeah, as far as myself goes, I'll ask my questions another time because I don't think you have enough time to answer for me tonight. So, but thank you so very much. We certainly do appreciate it because, like you say, my husband's situation is life and death.
Yeah, so he needs to jump on these nutrients, including the rebound. So I take 2 doses of rebound a day. I take my Healthy Brain and Heart Pack twice a day with probably 50 different other products, all the magic things for diabetes and high blood pressure. I don't have those things, but I don't want to get them. So I take those things in advance. And I'm getting 100 nutrients 4 times a day. I'm getting 100 nutrients 4 times a day. How long am I going to do that? Well, for the next 400 years.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Ma'am, we does have time for your question, ma'am.
Interesting. I'll tell you, yeah.
Doc has time for your question, ma'am.
He has time for my question?
Yeah, I have time for one more question. Got to be quick.
Okay. Well, you may not have time to answer it. I have loss of cartilage in both of the inside of my knees, and my right knee bursa. It gives me trouble at times.
How much you weigh? How much you weigh?
I weigh 180 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes, ringing in your ears?
No, I have floaters in both eyes.
Okay. How many times you wake up at night? How many times you wake up at night?
I don't wake up at night at all. I don't wake up at night at all.
Okay. Okay, good. So, and you weigh how much again?
180.
180. Okay. You get rid of all the bad foods. Get a hold of my book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. There's recipes in there on just about every page. Okay. And there's 300 pages. When you get rid of all the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, butter, rye, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. The diet one's got to go. Okay. And then I want you to have 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs a month, 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs a month, full dose serving twice a day, 2 bottles a month of the MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner, and they will rebuild cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between vertebrae, knees, hips, all that kind of stuff. I want you also to take 2 scoops a day of the collagen peptides. That's 2 canisters a month, a scoop with breakfast, scoop with dinner drink. I want you also to take our vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And let's see here. I also want you to, let's see here. Don't forget the rebound. Don't forget the rebound. You need 2 doses of rebound a day. Don't forget, if you're going to drink the cans, you got to pop the tops off the night before you drink them so all the carbonation is gone. But if you're going to travel during the day, take some of those sticks with you. There's no carbonation in them. You can just pop them into a glass, or not a glass, but a bottle of water. That'll give you the 100 nutrients. Don't skip. Don't skip. We can regrow your knees. We do this with athletes all the time. We do this professional athletes, Olympic athletes, university athletes. I have some great stories with Theo Ratliff. He's the guy whose picture is on all of our rebounds drinks because we rebuilt him and he came back and made $100 million playing basketball because we rebuilt him. His career was over. Okay. And so also we rebuilt Evander Holyfield. He had a heart attack, couldn't respond to the bell in the final round of defending his title, a heavyweight title. And so he lost his heavyweight championship by fault. I built the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack for him. He came back 9 months later and almost destroyed and almost killed Mike Tyson in the 6th round. The referee had to jump in there and stop the fight. And he regained his heavyweight title. Now, who wins a heavyweight title fight against Mike Tyson after they had a near fatal heart attack 9 months earlier? Only the people taking the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Got it?
Got it. How about floaters in the eyes?
Well, the floaters in the eyes, okay, that's kind of like dandruff in your hair. Same sort of thing. So your eyeball is made out of cartilage just like your knees. So the same thing as destroying your knees is destroying your eyes. You can have osteoporosis to the skull on top of it. So that's why you need to follow exactly what I said. And if you want to, we have Vision FX. We have Vision FX. You can go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. Okay. Go ahead and take Vision FX. Take 3 of those twice a day. But you need to take the MSM, the collagen peptides. Okay. Vitamin D3. So to make sure you're getting all that raw material to build your eyeball. Okay. Okay. Because it's made out of collagen. It's made out of the same thing your knee's made out of. That's why they're both having trouble
Wow.
at the same time.
How about hemorrhoids?
Oh, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Okay, take 3 of those twice.
Okay.
They'll support and promote healthy blood pressure, healthy blood flow through blocked arteries, and your hemorrhoids will shrink and go away.
Wow.
Okay, got to
I'm
run.
so
Give us a
glad
call every
our-
couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
us a status report every couple of weeks. God bless you, everybody. Thank you so much, Dave and Pam. Thank you, team. Thank you,
Thank you,
Laura.
Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Thank you.
Take care,
Bye-bye. See you
Doc.
next week.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Dr.
Say
Wallach.
hi to Milan.
Thank you. Love you guys.
It is important,
Love you
everybody,
too.
to, when you get on
you.
these supplement programs, you need to chart what you're doing. You need to write it down and keep a diary like a regular doctor would. So I want to just mention that, okay? Thank you all.
Thanks.